Not sure if you all know this, but Adrian and I both have YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, if you can please subscribe, is Nevermore Records. Adrian's is Plastic Realm Toys. You can also follow us on Instagram at HNH_podcast and find us on Facebook. We even have a private group. Just send a request and we'll let you in. Follow our recording studio on Instagram at Nevermore_records_EPTX and our guitar company on Instagram at Nevermore_guitars. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Just kidding. There's no way I could hum it. I was just being stupid.
Dude, when you went there, I thought corn instantly. I was like, this is a corn song? And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Half and Half Podcast.
Hey,
girlfriend.
it's been a while. It's been a long morning, by the way.
For you, it has. Hell
Yeah.
I woke up late. You've been up since 4:30.
Yeah,
Half and half.
like 4:30, and then I kind of dozed off a little bit, and then 5 or like 4:40. It was like every 10, 15 minutes, I just kept waking up. But
Hate it when that happens.
yeah, have a lot on the brains,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Was marrying me one of them?
Of course, always. It's like, how do I do this? How do I make this work?
You just know how. A little place called Vegas, or like in Chuck and Larry. We can shoot on over to Canada real quick.
Why Canada? I love that movie and I remember the movie, but I don't remember that part. Why Canada?
I want to say...
Oh, is it because they actually, Canada...
At the time
was...
allowed gay marriage.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think about that
We
joke.
don't even have to do that. We just go downtown now.
Yeah, we don't have to do that anymore.
True.
I think one of these days, if we were to ever go to Vegas together, or let me say when, because I've never been to Vegas.
Isn't that weird? It's like one of my favorite places in the whole world I've been to.
And I've never been.
Exactly.
My whole life.
Well, I guess half and half.
Half and half. But the first time, obviously, I would want it to be with you. We
Just like your first time.
We get so rip-roaring drunk, we wake up and Dina and Danny are gone, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? I have a wedding band. Turns out we actually did it.
Yeah, I've had a lot on my mind.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. And it's not necessarily bad stuff. It's just a lot. Like, I have a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, I hate saying I'm busy because it just, I don't know. When I ask people, how are you or whatever, like, and I say it sometimes, oh man, I've been so busy, but I consciously try not to say that because I don't know. To me, it's a very generic answer. You know me, I'm weird about stuff like that.
Yeah. So you'd prefer to say, I just got a lot on my mind?
Yeah, I have a lot on my mind.
But busy would imply that you're physically doing something.
But I am.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so. I try to find alternative ways of saying, just like my alternative lifestyle. I try to find alternative ways to say certain things. So we got a new setup.
We do. For those of you who may or may not have noticed, yes, we're in the same building, but in a different room. It's very spacious. Have you noticed the background is different? We got our beautiful logo here. Man, you did a hell of a job.
Thank you. I hate it, but thank you.
You hate what?
I hate all of it.
Well, then why do we do it?
You know how I am, dude. I go 100% into everything, and then like I can't relax. I always feel like it could be better. It could be different. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking like at the TV, for example. I don't want to call out what I dislike because then people are going to notice it, and then
Yeah.
But I just like that's why, like for example, I went. I was shopping for some stuff, and I told my wife, I was like, I need you to pick. I don't remember what it was. And she was like, well, what do you want? Like, she kept asking me questions. I was like, stop asking me questions. Just get it. Like, I don't know why. I'm more comfortable. Like, for example, if you were to like bring something and be like, hey, we're going to use this. That makes me like it more as opposed to me bringing something.
You need to stop. My Sade picture is going to go right here. My Rocky statue could probably go in this shelf.
Dude,
right
I
here.
totally would not mind.
Oh, you said it. I got to bring stuff. You guys heard it.
My other podcasters would, but I can just pull it out.
Never can just pull out, buddy. Never.
I can just remove it when they're doing their shows.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it looks great, but this is
it's not done though.
This is a perfect example of your 0 to 10 that we always talk about.
Yeah.
Because you told me this was the plan, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. First day I get a day off, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Literally the next day, I'm like, man, I'm not even out, but like, you just can't wait. You know?
No,
I was like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. We're gonna move it. It's already been
one
done.
thing I am not is a procrastinator.
You weren't procrastinating. It's not considered
no, but I mean, I'm saying like I just
waiting for me.
No. But what I'm saying is like I get an idea and I just run with it. Even when I was in college, for example, like I used to hate group work because as soon as the assignment was given, I was always like, okay, gotta get it done. And then I'd be sitting around waiting for everybody, wanting to wait for the night before, and I would end up doing everybody else's work.
Yeah. You know, it's so weird that you mentioned that. My wife did the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
I would love to see you guys in a relationship, man.
I think we would kill each other.
Actually, I don't, man. I really don't. When two minds function the same way, I think it would be...
No, because they're also very stubborn, very hard-headed minds.
Yes and no. You'd be like, yeah, you're stubborn, but the stuff you're stubborn about, she wouldn't be, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like right now what you just said about telling Danny, just pick whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she'd be all over it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
She is all over it. Sometimes.
Sorry, sometimes you take it too far.
Oh, dude, that was the best on her birthday.
Oh.
But no, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
There's times when...
You know, it's so funny, and I know it's going to get weird for our listeners. You would probably do really well with my wife because my wife is just like, let's just have a good time. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. You want a beer, Adrian? Yeah, let's get a beer.
Like, dude, dude.
It's just the big like, fuck it, dude. Everything is in the name of just like having fun and enjoying the moment.
Right? Right, Danny?
It stresses me the fuck out.
Oh, man. There's certain things I'm anal about, right? Like,
yeah, there are.
Like punctuality for the most part.
Right.
I know you would probably beg to differ on that, but I'm a very punctual person when it comes to like the movies.
When it comes to anything other than me,
other than my work. No, like when I have to be at work. I have to report at work at 5:30.
Okay, in the morning.
Yeah, or in the evening.
Right.
Whatever my shift is. I'm always in that parking lot by 4:45.
Yeah.
Because I have a routine. One, I have to assure I'm going to be on time.
Mm-hmm.
I need to leave myself space for traffic and all the unforeseen things that can happen.
Traffic.
Looking for my chapstick. Something. Hey, there goes a Ford Maverick. And then I have a routine. I like to get in the parking lot. For people don't know what I'm talking about, but you can look into the power plant and already know what kind of day you're going to have.
Yeah.
You can see that unit's on, that's off, and so you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I
like to get that in my mind. I like to watch a few YouTube videos or listen to a couple songs, relax, and then I go in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The movies, if the movie starts at 7:45, I'm there at probably 7:20.
I think that's an area that you and I are very much alike.
Yeah.
Like my wife makes fun of me because I have to be an hour and a half early for any flight, and we fly all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? But even at the El Paso airport, which you know you're going to be to your gate in like 10 minutes, yeah. I'm still there an hour early.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's all right. So Danny and I would butt heads on that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Dina's like Danny in that sense.
Yeah.
Dude, if a family function starts at 7,
she's trained me on that though. She's finally slowly trained me on that. I used to be there early at parties.
Yeah, you told me you used to arrive to friends' parties and you were so early you'd help them set up.
Yeah. And so she's trained me to not be so much like that. So now like dude, the other day we were 3 hours late to some friend's birthday. Now, granted, it wasn't our fault. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Real good friends, right? We were invited like last minute. They forgot our invitation and texted us the night before. And but anyway, they are good friends. But you know, I understand because it was more of a kids party, so they were inviting the people that actually have kids. Yeah. I mean, I have kids, but like little kids.
Yeah.
And but you know what? Like, we're the type that if we're invited to a party, we will go no matter what. 9 times out of 10. And so we were like, well, we have all this shit to do, but you know what? Let's go. Let's take them a gift. We don't have to eat. We don't have to do nothing. Just let's show up, give them a gift. And that's exactly what we did. We were 3 hours late. The party was already over, but for the most part. But anyways, going back to what I was originally saying, like, I've learned now to be okay with being late to parties.
Oh, see, and I if it's a friend's party, which I haven't done in forever, I'm more inclined to maybe an hour after. But family functions, I have to be there on time.
That's different. Yeah, I mean, granted, I don't have really much family anymore, but but if I did, I don't have family that invites me to anything anymore.
I'm right here. You're invited to the party.
When's the last time that's the first party you've invited me to in how many years, Adrian?
Really?
Yes.
Last year, you were invited to Adeline's birthday party, and you were like, yeah, we'll be there. 5 minutes before due time, you were like, hey, man, I'm not going to be able to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Did I have COVID?
No. You had a case of the pussies is what you had.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Man, of course you don't.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? But see, so that's where, okay, so then my wife's not very, I don't want to say she's not social, right? But she does, I don't want to call it social. I don't know. She doesn't like being around a lot of people.
She gets annoyed.
And I'm the opposite. I'll go to anything.
And I'm both.
Yeah, I'll go, like, it's like you're saying, Danny, you guys go to parties and shit. I love being around people. I'm a people person.
Mm-hmm.
My wife has kind of slowed me down on that because I'm not going to go to a party without her, right?
Right. I mean, you should, but
but yeah.
No, I mean, I think I'm a little bit of both when it comes to that.
Dude, I'll go to any party under the sun.
I'll go to any party, and it depends on who it is. And I'll bitch and moan depending on who it is. Like, if it's somebody that I just like, I'm like, my wife knows. She knows, and she's probably gonna look at me right now when she hears this. But there's just certain people that maybe I don't like as much as I should, and I just don't want to go, and I'll kick and scream, but I'll go anyways and then play nice. But I just, but if it's somebody that I really like, somebody I really love, then, you know, it's a good time. But I mean, I'll suck it up. It's just certain people annoy me. You know how that is.
Yeah, half and half. And you have to really fucking press my buttons to annoy me.
A lot of people really press my buttons.
I know. And to me, I can shoot the shit with anybody, and I'll make friends in one fucking night. Solid 5.
Yeah. I mean, I will too, but there's just, and it's not necessarily the people throwing the party that I'm talking about. No, it's just like, if you know there's a party, and then all of a sudden you'll know that like there's a certain person that's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, oh man, do I really want to be around that person right now?
But if it's a party and there's more than one person,
yeah,
you can go shoot the shit over there.
It's kind of like, there's this restaurant that I love that we go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And it's funny because the first night we went, and I know we haven't gotten into the music stuff yet, people. I know we'll get into it. Okay.
Yeah, because I got some stuff I want to talk about.
All right. There's this restaurant, dude, that we went to this first night, and this waitress, she just rubbed me the wrong way. Not the right way, the wrong way.
Okay.
She was like, can I take your drinks? And I was like, yeah, I'll have whatever. Okay. And are you ready to order? And I was like, I wanted to order appetizers, man. I was like, well, I wanted to put in an appetizer first. She was like, well, the kitchen's really backed up. So I'll just take everything at once. And I was like, okay, maybe she's trying to be efficient, whatever. It was pretty packed, right? Put in the appetizer, right? Put in the main order. Dude.
That pinky's on fire right now when you get mad.
No more than 10 minutes. Everything comes out.
Oh, man, that's the fucking worst.
Dude, and then I was like, so I started fuming already. It's like, I'm eating my fucking appetizer with my main meal. Yes, this is some bougie shit. This is how I think and how I am.
It's not bougie though. It's true. Like you want to enjoy your appetizer.
Yeah.
But your main dish is there, getting fucking cold.
Right.
Meanwhile, you're trying to enjoy the drink that you were going to settle into.
Trying to enjoy the conversation on the table. Right.
Now you feel like it's fucking hurry up. I got to get the fuck out of here.
So my dish came with French fries.
Mm-hmm.
The main appetizer came with like a ranch dressing.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, can I have another one? Dude, she has the nerve. She's like, you have one right there. And I was like, yeah, I need it for my fries. So she goes, okay. So she brings me out the ranch, right? I'm fuming. So I'm just like, kind of like, the whole night. She's, not very good about bringing drinks and stuff. And anyways, I end up using the ranch from the appetizer because I didn't really touch the appetizer because it came out at the same time.
Yeah.
So I ended up using that ranch instead of the one because like while she was bringing it out, I said, oh, fuck it, I'm going to start using it. So I never actually ended up using this one.
Mm-hmm.
She calls me out on it, dude.
What?
She comes out and she goes, so you didn't even you didn't even use it? And I was just like, no. Yeah. So yeah, I know, right?
What the fuck?
So my wife is
My wife?
my wife is loving it, right? Anytime anybody's giving me shit for anything, she is loving it. So anyways, we go back a second time. Same fucking girl
the
again.
Fucking luck.
And again, she was kind of rude. Go back a third time. Same fucking girl again. Now, bear in mind, this is a big restaurant with a lot of waiters, a lot of wait staff.
Do you want to name the restaurant or no?
Oh, yeah. It's Mora Mia.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Across from Target. I love that place.
Yeah, I took my mom there a few weeks ago.
So good.
That was
so,
all right.
It's because you got to know what to get.
Oh, now that's bougie.
The
What are you
mole.
talking about?
The mole.
Ew.
Oh, see? Do you see?
I don't like mole.
But also, I get the Cali Boodle. It's really good.
So I got this birria thing the other day.
Yeah, that was all right.
It was relatively bland.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was like...
Daniela got it, and yeah, she pretty much said the same thing.
Then I ordered the chicharron with the guacamole, and they put like some powdered cheese on it. It wasn't like the Mexican. It tastes like Parmesan. Fucking threw off the whole thing.
Yeah, luckily I went one time, and the person I was with, I'm not going to name any names, we were looking into throwing a party there, so they gave us like a whole table full of just like random foods to try. So I got to like figure out what I really liked and what I didn't. But the other day, so a couple days ago, we go again. My daughter's with me. My daughter knows the story. My daughter was actually with us the time before, so she knew who she was. So we sit down, and sure enough, she walks up, and my daughter and my wife, they both just get a kick out of like ragging on me or seeing people rag on me. They both look at me like, and just like have these big smiles on their face because they know like, fuck. And so sure enough, but this time, maybe because it wasn't so packed, the service was on point. And then her and I even had like a breakthrough conversation. She was talking to me how she's working on her English, and I'm talking to her about how I'm working on my Spanish, and we had a conversation. And it was like an enlightening breakthrough where I went from her being my nemesis waitress to I can't wait to go back and see how she does this time.
And this was the third time?
No, this was like the fourth or fifth time.
Oh.
Every time I've gone since that first time, it's been her. But I'm happy now. We had a breakthrough. How did I get into this? I was talking about... so anyways, my main point was... Sorry. I had been avoiding that restaurant.
Yeah.
Remember I was talking about avoiding people that annoy me? I was literally avoiding that restaurant as much as I love it because of her. Now I can't wait to go back.
Now you can't wait. You love it there that much? I need to try some other shit.
Try the Cali Boodle.
I tried whatever my mom had. It was like this giant fucking stone bowl with like meat and tortillas on the side. That wasn't that great either.
Agua chiles? No.
I don't know what the fuck it was.
It's good, man.
This light is bothering the shit out of me.
You want me to move it?
No, it's all right.
It's just
going to ruin your ambiance.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
It's allowing me to look into your eyes better. That glimmer. Well, no, that's good to know because when my other podcasters come, I can move it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it, man. That's a great fucking story, though. So,
sorry, it's just I get very passionate about really stupid things.
Well, I was just all I kept thinking was, yeah, man, I would love to see you and my wife in a relationship.
My wife,
dude, have you ever seen? Okay, I've said it before. Whether I like the genre, whether I like the band or not. I love documentaries. Anything about music, right? On YouTube, TV, whatever. If I know the band or not, I want to hear their story because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen, or you've heard of the band Anvil, right?
Yes.
The metal
band. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Have you seen their documentary?
Yes.
The one that came out in 2009?
Yeah. It's been a while, but I saw it like when it came out.
I watched it again the other day. Dude, such a good fucking documentary. One. The story is sad and awesome at the same time. 2. What was that? So now I'm going to be on 3.
Mm-hmm.
3, dude, their drummer and the singer and guitar player, it's totally you and I, man.
Really? I don't remember it so well. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember
You need to watch it. If you... Do you have HBO Max?
Yeah.
I think it's on there.
Oh, okay.
I want to say that's where I saw it.
Are you challenging me to watch it?
No, man, I'm just saying.
Oh.
It's a fucking great documentary.
I will. I just gotta remember. But yeah.
Yeah. That's just, I don't know why.
I remember really liking it when I first saw it.
Yeah, it's such a great...
Because it's about a guy who, like, he was, like, things were going good, right? And then
they were on the verge, right? They were on the verge of really taking metal over. And they have interviews with Slash and all these other famous musicians.
But is that real, though?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember thinking at one point, like, maybe this is like, it's fake. Like they're interviewing them to like prop them up. But is it real? It is real?
It's real.
I can't remember. It's been a long time.
Slash and all these other musicians were like, dude, Anvil started this whole thing off. You know what I mean? Everyone's giving them praise, how they were at the forefront and they should have been way more famous than they were or even are.
It's not satire?
No, you're thinking, you're thinking it's like Spinal Tap?
No. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. Okay.
No, yeah. I mean, the interviews seem legitimate.
Right.
After that look, at the time, 2009, they were in their 50s, still trying to get a record deal.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The music industry had changed. They're showing all these people their new demo.
Like they got the band back together, essentially, right?
The band never broke up.
Oh, really?
They've been playing from the 80s all the way through.
Oh, wow.
With some lineup changes, right? But the singer, guitar player, and drummer have always been the together. Right?
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a great documentary.
I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Awesome. What else?
So there's something I needed to say.
Say it.
I feel compelled. I don't know people. I don't know if I should say some people an apology, but on one of our episodes, it was brought to my attention that I had a poor choice of words.
Really?
Yeah.
By me?
No.
Oh.
We have the best choice of words together. No. So it was during our. I don't know if it was the last one or the one prior. It had to have been the last one if I'm bringing it up now. Anyway, we were talking about something and I had somebody, you or I, brought up social media and I'm not on it, never been on it, never will be on it unless it's for business. And I said, if you're not in my phone, we are not friends.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So a friend of ours, shout out to David and Stevie from Exile. You had sent me the screenshot. A screenshot of something he had said, and he and I went back and forth, and it was pretty funny, the exchange that we had. But it did bring to light that I shouldn't have said that, because there are a ton of people that I've lost contact with that I wish I had.
You know why you lost contact with them, right?
Why?
Because they still have your landline phone number.
593-3779.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird that I remember that? Beachcomber number 595-1559.
I remember the one even before that at the Beachcomber, the 598-9892.
What was the El Paseo House one? 85?
Oh, that one I don't remember.
I used to have that one down. But anyway, yes, I want to apologize. I didn't mean... Okay, so we have a new project in the works with there's going to be 5 of us. One person involved. I now have his phone number. Right? And it's a person that I've loved forever, but now we have contact. So I didn't mean that if you're not here, fuck off, right? I'm sorry I said that. I don't know if anybody paid attention to that, but there are a ton of people that I wish I had contact with that I think about every day.
Yeah.
A lot of people you don't like, but I still wish you know what I mean? Yeah, what I was trying to get at is, it's a sad state that we're in, because I know that statement was meant for people who have my number and still refuse to. They still put the blame on me, right? Like, why haven't you called me?
Right.
You haven't fucking called me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's like, I saw my friend. Remember, I think that's how it all started. That is how it all started. I ran into a good friend of mine from high school at Target, my wife and I, and he was like, dude, you're not on social media? And I'm like, you've had my number forever. Why the fuck are you asking me that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, that's another thing. He was like, well, let me get your number. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it to you again. I gave it to, no, he gave me his. I called him. Lo and behold, my name popped up. I was like, see, bitch, you've had my number this whole fucking time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, wow, that's weird. Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, I apologize for saying that. Even though you aren't in my phone, there's a lot of people that I still consider friends that I wish I still had contact with.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Dave. Thank you for bringing that up. But in the same conversation,
is he going to suck a fart out your ass or you're going to suck a fart out his ass or something?
Did I tell you what I did?
No. Oh, you sent him a picture of a straw?
And all I saw was, this straw is meant for one person and one person only. And I left it like that. But during that conversation, I was challenged to a good old game of fisticuffs. A fist fight for people that don't know. So I got to gear up for that. That sounds like it's fun. Because Dave said he wanted to fist fight me.
Dave, I don't think you want to do that, Dave.
No, it's all in good fun. I love those guys. Again, since I already brought them up, Dave and Stevie, shout out. Everybody check out Exiled Podcast.
Is that all for your catching up?
Yeah. No, I got a lot of shit.
Oh, really?
You got something you want to bring up?
I wanted to bring up before I forget. We have t-shirts coming out.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I got to send you the money. Yes.
T-shirts coming out. They should be ready probably by the end of the week or maybe next week. So those will be up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably give some away for free.
Yeah.
We'll do like a giveaway of some sort. But
you'll probably announce that
next episode. Or maybe online.
Or on YouTube? You're going to do YouTube
Yeah,
video?
maybe. Yeah. I have a lot of shit to do, but yeah.
But you can shoot the YouTube video here with the both of us saying, hey, man.
True. You know, you roll your eyes at me. You know that rolling eyes, I told my wife this since the very beginning. They say that when you roll your eyes, that's the ultimate form of like true, like deep rooted annoyance.
Yeah, I'm fucking annoyed. Do you want me to just say it?
20, almost 30 years together, Adrian. I've never seen you roll your eyes at me.
Well, dude, you do not want to see me on the other side of the phone.
We are fucking sword fighting after this.
When you text me, these eyes roll a lot with you.
No, go ahead. What's next?
I just wanted to bring up something really cool that I read. Again, I brought it up a few episodes back. I have this fun fact app, right? So every day.
Oh yeah, you talked about it. Yeah,
I get a cool.
I need to get that.
So this one came up the other day, and it fucking blew my mind. And it goes back to why I love the music I love, and it made sense, and it's gonna annoy you. So it says, you're programmed to love the music you listen to in high school the most. The music we like gives us a hit of dopamine and other feel-good chemicals, and that's even stronger when you're young because our brains are developing.
I actually knew all that.
Fucking #love new metal.
Speaking of new metal, but let me address what you just said real quick.
Please.
I don't agree with some of that though. Here's the thing.
You don't agree with facts?
No, it is a fact, yes, but I don't know. There's part of that is not attached to what you just read.
Okay.
The second half to that is that they say that science says, and I believe in science. I love science.
Because you believe in science.
The second half to that is they say that you reach a certain age, you can no longer get into new music. That wave passes you by, and
that's false. Yeah.
And yeah, I find that to be, and I do think that is the case for some people. But I find myself always trying to find new music, so like I've never wanted to be that guy that likes to go and show the kids in the new metal.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome. Enriching lives, man.
I don't like being stuck in the 82. You know,
look, we have the shat for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm a constant,
no, I know. I'm kidding.
I'm a shatter. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
I shat every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't turn my back on what I love.
Dude, like my wife was playing. I'm bringing her up a lot. She's gonna love this one episode. She was playing 90s music. I was out grilling and stuff. I got so annoyed. Like, dude, I don't want to hear this. Like, Can
I ask you a question?
I like certain 90s music, but yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna become a therapist for a little while. Is it because the 90s was not nice to you?
Perhaps, because the 90s were not nice to me.
The latter half was because we met each other. We got
Yeah,
to
of
tour
course.
together.
Yeah. But maybe. But I don't know. There's just something about, like, I love 80s.
Yeah.
Put on 80s, I'm happy all day.
Yeah,
like, I showed my daughter for the first time, and she actually liked it. I showed her Donnie Darko.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah,
Really?
I love that movie. Anyways,
Fuck yeah.
I showed it to her, and she liked it. But I was just like, she even made a comment about how like the movie had such good music.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, once you hit the 90s, I cringed to a lot of that music. And then all the way even through the 2000s, like I became more selective, I guess. I don't know. So there's a lot of music, and I'm not talking about metal or rock. I'm talking about like the mainstream music that just annoys me, man. And
the reason I said the movie, there's a band called Donnie Darko. So I just wanted to make
really?
sure. Yeah.
They probably suck.
They do, actually. That's crazy. There's some deep rooted.
Oh, you mentioned about new metal.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about Crazy Town?
Oh yeah. And you sent me the article, and then later on I found another article on it, and I saw the actual fight. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Crazy Town, who was on a new metal tour, which is weird because I actually don't consider them new metal, I guess. I don't know. But then again, I've never heard any of their music other than that one song.
Yeah.
We have a drummer, old friend of ours who was gonna be our drummer, was actually the drummer for that band, and there was an article that came out a few months ago talking shit about him.
Yeah.
But we just could not personalities make that work, and
to me there was, because the relationship between us and that drummer started off bad, right? And then it came to we might be in a band together to when shit starts off rocky, to me you can't repair it later.
Although I regret the drummer we did go with, but anyways.
Is that off camera? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
We have so many drummers in our lives.
I know. We'll talk about it off camera.
All right.
But anyways, so yeah, they got kicked off of that tour because they were like literally throwing down, like pissed off at each other, which I think is hilarious. I think it's funny.
All I kept saying was 27 years in, and that is yet to happen. Emphasis on the yet.
Have I ever almost fist fought with any of our band members?
No. No, like physically gotten in someone's face?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked a lot of shit. We've gotten into a lot of verbal arguments.
Yeah, but physical? No.
I've never gotten that riled up, huh?
No.
Has any of our band members over the years ever fought?
No, I wish. That would have been fucking awesome. No.
I just thought of one moment. Rick, which that fucking asshole. I'll tell you why he pissed me off later. But there was a moment in our band and he would reenact it or bring it up all the time when I was kicking somebody out of the band, and then we got sidetracked. Somebody fainted. Oh yes. God. Should we just talk about it?
No, not yet. No, because we still love that person.
We do. But the person that, are they still together?
I don't know.
Oh man,
that's why I don't know.
Oh, that's such a good story though.
We're at your mom's house.
Yeah. The way Rick would impersonate it.
It's in the works. I know we keep bringing up this Rick guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now why he pissed me off.
He backed out.
He was supposed to come yesterday, hang out with me in the studio. I was mixing some music. Saturday, he calls me. We talked. Yeah, I'll be there. Text him, hey man, I'm here. Hey dude, still here.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll be here for another hour. Not a response, nada.
I'll give you Ricky's situation, right? Like, yeah, that would make me mad too. But you tend to get mad when life happens to people.
But it's Ricky.
That's why I said I'll give you Ricky.
If it's somebody else, I understand. But like,
you give me shit all the time.
But listen, at least you have the courtesy to respond.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, hey man, I'm not gonna make it. I'm hungover or whatever. Okay, cool.
I wish that were my excuse.
But I was just like, I was like, hey dude, I'm here. A couple hours later, hey man, still here if you want to come by. Hey man, I'll be here for one more hour, and nothing, dude.
Okay,
I
then
still
maybe,
haven't heard from him.
maybe he's not going to be,
He's
on
either
this
in
podcast.
jail, he's avoiding me, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Should we get into that badge can scram?
I'm not done.
I knew it.
We haven't been together in 2. Is it 2 weeks?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's fucking not. What did we do last week?
I don't know, but we've done stuff, but we haven't
Podcasted it?
haven't podcasted in like
Has
2
it been
weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Positive. Because the
Man.
last one we did was the NAM one, and then it's been 2 weeks.
I want to call bullshit on that.
No, I'm
I know we
serious.
did something last week. I know I saw you last week.
You saw me last week, but we didn't do any podcasting.
Oh, fuck. Well, then this is your fault. Oh, you're right. We got
April 18th.
we got together and jammed last week. That's what we did.
April 18th was the last episode.
So because of that, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, we're starting to write new music.
Mm-hmm.
You actually had the patience to wait for me to have a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So we were sitting here jamming around and we were fucking around,
Mhm.
and you started playing White Zombie.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? Dude. As soon as I hit my car, I had to fucking put that album on.
Yeah.
Las Exorcisto.
Uh-huh.
Such a fucking amazing album.
It is.
That album
It's so
is-
funny you say that because I did the exact same
Did you
thing.
really?
Yeah.
Dude.
I hadn't heard it in years.
Neither
dude.
have I. The funny thing about that band, the reason why I hold that album in particular so near and dear to me is, 1, it's an amazing album.
Yeah.
2, it's the album that pissed my dad off beyond belief.
Really?
It was fucking awesome. yeah. Because it was Las Exorcisto and all the
Yeah,
devil
yeah.
stuff, right? But I'm about to date ourselves here. So when I first started playing music, I joined this band that we were a Smashing Pumpkin cover band. So the first songs I learned, right, were Smashing Pumpkin songs taught to me by our guitar player at the time. Fuck that guy, BTW. But so as I started progressing as a musician, I tried to say, well, oh man, like how do I develop my ear, or how do I learn these songs, right? Fun fact, first song I ever learned on my own, not by ear, but by trying, was Black Sunshine from White Zombie. Very first bass line.
Such a good bass line.
But dude, do you remember, I don't remember which one it was, so I wrote them both down here. There were 2 metal magazines back in the day. One was called Circus Magazine, and one was Hit Parade Magazine.
Of course. Hit
One of-
Parader.
Hit Parader. One of those magazines, at the very bottom of a random ass page, would have an 8-bar tab of
Yes.
some random song.
I used to buy those magazines just for the tablature.
And that's how I learned that song.
Oh, wow.
That's how I learned Black Sunshine.
Yeah.
Because of that little fucking 8-bar tab. So that album is like... for me.
Yeah, I literally, my mom used to go grocery shopping every Sunday when I was a little kid, and I would go with her just to get those magazines, just to get the tablature to learn what. And that's how I got actually introduced to a lot of bands. Like Led Zeppelin is a great example, because I was trying to learn a Led Zeppelin song, but I hadn't really heard that much other than the radio songs.
Yeah.
And so it forced me to like, oh wow, like I got an appreciation for the guitar I was trying to learn, which made me appreciate the music before really diving deep into it, which made me appreciate them more.
Which one was it? Hit Parade or Circus? I don't remember.
That had the tablature?
Yeah.
I don't remember, man. I used to buy everything. I used to buy like Guitar World. I think it was Guitar World back then. I don't even know, but
Yeah, it
I used to
still
buy a
is, I
bunch.
think.
Yeah. And then I used to buy like I had every Metallica, you know how they had for the whole album?
Yeah.
I would buy those.
Metallica
I would go
books.
to like Curlin Salzman and just buy like, oh man, those were the good old days. The smelling the book.
Fuck
and, just like learning the songs and like, oh, that's how it's done. Like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
My childhood wasn't the best, but those are moments that I cherish.
Right. Yeah. I just thought it was weird how it made me think about all that.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that you did the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, now we could fucking move on, guy.
All right.
Now I'm officially ready.
So that batch can scram. Let's get into
Batch
it.
can scram. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't know the singer of this band, but it's a band that's, speaking of Exiled podcast. So the reason we talk about Exiled is they're probably the closest podcast to kind of our personality wise in terms of like what we like, what we do.
Yeah.
And, you know, I produce their podcast and I hear, you know, live when they're recording, I edit, I do all that stuff. So I hear their podcast 3-4 times before it actually goes to them. So I pick up on certain things and, you know, they've talked a lot about this band and I was like, I've never heard this band, but they talked very highly about this band. So I decided to go and give them a listen. And I was just like, I don't want to say blown away, but kind of blown away. Like, I was like, man, this is really good. I think if I would have heard it like 10 years before, I would have thought it was even better. I don't know, but it was really good. And it's a band that they hold in high regard. And I really appreciate the vocalist and just overall, really good band, solid band. But it's the singer of the band, Despised Icon.
Oh, okay, yeah, they do talk about them a lot.
Have you heard them?
No, I haven't.
It's like the only way to describe it, and this is just my personal opinion, because I've only heard maybe about 4 songs at this point. It's like a modern Morbid Angel meets Hatebreed.
Really?
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
That like to me, because even Dave brought it up, how Stevie's a little more on the hardcore side, and Dave's
and he doesn't listen to like old school.
And that's like that band that you just described is like them.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I'm
I mean?
saying. Yeah, it's crazy. It's but they were really good, and he goes in these crazy growls, and then he goes into like the Jamie Justafar. How do you say his name? Jamie Justa.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Justafarian. Jimmy Justafarian. Justa, who we almost fought one time, but we'll get it. I don't know if we've probably already shared that.
We did.
But anyways, he switches back and forth, and it's really good, man. So my batch that can scram, or that batch can scram, is going to be, for me, the singer of Despised Icon.
Yeah. And for me, the reason why I always bring up Exiled is I genuinely love those dudes.
Oh, no, they're great dudes.
You know what I mean?
I've known
like,
Stevie for a very long time.
They're fucking hilarious. Their podcast, not even shitting on, I'm not even bullshitting, right? Because some people would say, well, you're just pumping them up because Paul's their producer. No, like genuinely, that fucking podcast is gold. I am constantly, I'm laughing the whole time.
Which, by the way, if you want to hear some funny stories about me, they had my brother on episode 7, I believe.
Yeah.
And he talks about our guitar company, but he also shares some personal stories about us as kids, and it was quite funny.
Do you think you'd
fight little wrong,
but do you think you'd fight me?
Me physically fight you?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't hit you.
That's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah. I'd cup your balls.
Because you and Eric were real quick to say that. I'm like, I wonder if Paul...
No, I couldn't. I've told you this before.
If you told me, yeah, I could, then I would know we're not brothers.
Okay, here's a difference, though, also.
I'd fight Gussie for an hour straight before I fought you.
Here's the thing. No, watch. You and I actually know how to box. Right?
I know how to do more than boxing. Thank you.
Well, yes, but you and I both know how. We actually know how to box. So if we put some headgear on, are you staring at my headgear, Stan? Stan, are you staring at my headgear? Sorry, South Park reference that I always have to bring up. If we put headgear on,
why headgear?
I don't know. And we were to do just kind of like a light 20% spar, just for training purposes or whatever, I could do that. But a full-on fight, no.
And anger is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No.
I couldn't. Because first of all, I don't think you could ever get me that angry. And if you did, it probably... You've never seen the movie Bruno?
Bruno with... Oh, yeah, we'd end up 69 or something?
Do you remember when they start fighting in the middle of the octagon?
In the wrestling ring. Yeah, and they start making out.
And they're throwing shit at them.
And he starts taking the guy's pants off?
Yeah.
That is probably how it would end up.
That's such a good movie, by the way.
No, I couldn't do it either, though, man. Even if it got to the point where you knew you were physically going to want to hurt me,
I couldn't, though.
I would just let you do it.
I can't think of any situation that would make me, that you could possibly do that would make me angry enough to want to hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't either. Like both you and Eric are like the closest people that I have.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I would just let you guys beat on me.
Eric's little hands.
Eric would be hitting my chest, but that's all right.
He'd be with your ball sack.
Right? Like a speed bag.
All right, who's your batch that can scram, sang, or what is it?
Yeah.
Sing or...
That batch can scram. He's not a showy screamer, and I think I keep saying that, right? let me just define that for people who don't understand. There's like there's a technique to screaming, right? And so because of that, there's different styles of screaming. There's a pig squeal, there's a false chord, a fry scream. There's tunnel screams and all these weird things that you can do with your voice, right?
Pig squeals.
I
Did
just
you say
said
that? Oh, sorry. I missed it.
So when I say showy screamer, he doesn't do any of that. He just fucking screams. Those are the type of screamers I love. Anyway, my batch can scram for this week is Daryl Palumba from Glassjaw.
Very good.
Not the world's greatest screamer, but when he does it, how he does it, just the emotion. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. It's only on those first 2 albums that he really gets it across, because Ross Robinson produced those albums. And that's one thing Ross Robinson, and I feel like the reason why Ross Robinson's artists have been so successful, at least the early artists, not anymore, right? Were so successful in the 90s, especially, in my opinion, was because he was able to get that emotion out of the singers.
Yeah, absolutely. Glassjaw is one of the world's greatest bands, by the way. Shout out to my best friend Rudy for showing us that band.
Yeah, but no, you're right. Daryl does a very good, like, you can hear the emotion in his screams.
Yeah, it's not just like for the sake of, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah, that's my.
And I feel like that's a lot of what's lacking nowadays. But at the same time, I don't care, because when I do hear like emotional vocals, I get annoyed, because I'm like, what is this? But at the same time, I feel like it is also lacking a lot, because people are just going through the motions. There's no real like.
You know what? Our first wave of T-shirts, just say half and half podcast. Paul and I are brainstorming on our second batch, because some of our quotes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of yours is going to say ditto, and the other one's going to say I'm annoyed. The only one I get for right now is fuck Jason. I don't know what other quote I have.
He was really butthurt that we didn't say fuck Jason in the last episode.
Well, fuck you, Jason. How about that? Did I make up for it?
It's so funny, because he was so butthurt for the longest time that we would say that, or that you would say that, and then the one time you don't say it, he's like, woo. No, he didn't really say anything, but I kind of pointed out, and he kind of looked like like offended.
Oh, fuck Jason then. There you go. Fuck you, Jason.
You know what really chaps my ass though? I'm going to run through this real quick.
Dígame. Let's do it.
As I'm getting fucking older, this is not music related. Mm-hmm. I was trying to stick to music related, but some of these get funny when they're not music related.
Yeah.
Fucking acid reflux, man.
Dude, you need to save that. We got a project in like 3 weeks. That's gold.
Yeah. Acid reflux really chaps my ass.
I agree with you. You know what's the worst about acid reflux? For me, that motherfucker attacks in the middle of the night.
Yeah, dude.
You can't just do it during the day when I can do something about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, and I feel bad because my daughter's finally starting to experience it.
But you guys are spice people.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, fuck.
Because she's starting to eat spicy foods, and so she had. It didn't get on like the creeping up, but it got the like. I got to sit up, feel. And I'm like, welcome to the rest of your life. Actually, no, I've actually done good over the last month. I haven't really eaten much spiciness. The reason why I put that on there is because the one time I did, in like a month or two.
Ate spice.
Fuck, dude.
You got fucked up for a while.
Damn it, man. Getting old sucks. The human body fucking sucks.
I couldn't tell you.
My human body sucks.
Dude.
It just sucks because you all the stuff that you enjoy, somehow it's bad for you.
That's why I always, except for with sugar, when I get on a sugar binge. Azúcar. I go to town, right? I fucking shop on that bitch.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try to live my life in moderation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you like spice with almost everything.
Yeah. That's the thing. And like spicy food's really technically not bad for you.
No, but
it has the capsaicin. The capsaicin is actually technically good for you.
It is. And it's good for fat burning.
Yes. But my body, rejects it.
It's so weird.
I know.
I know you can't because of your stomach issues, but dude, apple cider vinegar for acid reflux.
Oh, I need to try that.
Top fucking.
You know what I love when I eat jalapeno or I'm cutting up jalapeno, and you're gonna think I'm joking, but I'm not.
You eat it just like that.
Well, no, I love that, but what I'm saying is that I forget to wash my hands, and I'll go to the bathroom, and I touch
You touch your pee-pee and it burns.
and it burns. Dude, I remember the first time that happened to me, I was like, oh my God, I got to go to the hospital.
I got herpes.
As a kid, but now as an adult, I'm like, feels kind of good.
What the fuck? Oh my God. You're probably a freak. You're probably a freak in the sheets, I want to say.
What do you mean probably? You know.
Yeah, I'm a sensual lover, buddy. I don't.
The first time that ever happened to me, I'm not joking. I actually went to the shower and I was pouring milk.
Milk on your dick.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to name a song called Milk Dick.
On your dick.
No, Milk Dick. I'm taking note of that. Write a
Oh,
song called
God.
Milk Dick.
Milk on your dick sounds better.
Milk on your dick. I think Milk Dick sounds better. Can you guys tell us? Milk on your dick
Or
Milk Dick? Please chime in.
All right. That's what chaps my ass.
Yeah.
What chaps yours?
Well, man, you're not going to like what I have to say.
I never do.
I know you don't. So, the way we format our podcast is we don't want to just sit here and randomly shoot out shit, right? So we have these topics that we want to bring up, and so there's days where I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's my batch can scram, and oh yeah, that's my let it riff, and blah blah blah. So I got to think about these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I'm like, fuck, okay, we got a cast coming up. What chaps my ass? What chaps my ass? And then it dawned on me. I tried to live a peaceful, tranquil life, and I don't like negativity, right? And I try to keep it away at all costs.
Yeah.
So that being said, I don't have one. I don't have a reason to bitch. Things are actually really good right now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want to drum up
Do you
and force something that's not there.
associate that with what you spoke about a few episodes back about the lion's mane?
No. No. Honestly, for the most part, prior to the lion's mane, I've always tried to. I'm an anxious person, and I let people's shit fucking bother me, right? But no, man, like if you don't have a reason to be negative, then why? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, small shit bothers me. You know what I mean? Like when you don't let me finish, like, yeah, that bothers me.
Small shit bothers you, like
Yeah.
Eric and Jason?
Yeah, that's very small shit. You know, like if you finish before me and you don't let me finish, yeah, that shit bothers me, but why bring it up? It happens all the time.
I mean, when it's that good.
So yeah, man, I don't, nothing's chapping my ass. You know what I mean? I'm in a good headspace. Why bring it up?
That's good. So let's get into Let It Riff then.
Let it fucking riff. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
So, because you brought it up and you said it doesn't have to necessarily be like
Yeah,
heavy
like
bands
a
and shit.
heavy riff, yeah.
There's a fucking riff that always gets me from the beginning. That's how it starts off. Dude, Perfect Circle's fucking Judith.
Oh.
That beginning fucking riff, always. That album alone, top to fucking bottom.
It's a really good album.
It's fucking stupid.
I can't listen to it because I think you were the one that overplayed it.
Big time.
Yeah.
Fucking big time.
So I struggle, but every once in a while a song will come on. I'll be like, yeah, it's a good song, but it's just was overplayed for me.
Yeah, sorry, man. But fucking great album. But yeah, that's my Let It Riff.
For me, I'm going to go old school too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you can guess it. I'm going to hum it for you.
Okay, go.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Just kidding. There's no way I can hum it. I was just being stupid.
Dude, when you went there, I thought corn instantly. I thought, this is a corn song? Dude, that takes me back to...
That should be another segment. Guess this riff.
Oh, man. Guess this riff. Coming at you.
Oh, man.
People are going to be like, dude, I'm just tired of you all and your stupid fucking... all your little segments.
Yeah, I know. All right. So, no.
Dude, I even closed my eyes.
I know you did. That's why I was like, I'm going to go with it. So this is a band that, even though they're religious, even though I saw them perform at a church,
I didn't know
the one time I saw them perform, their first album, and actually not their first, most of their first albums are fucking amazing. Such an underrated band.
Big time.
But I'm going to go with the song Invert from Blindside.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Such a good fucking band. I saw them at a church with P.O.D., who they ended up getting signed to P.O.D.'s record label later on in the day. And
dude, how they were not still not mega famous is fucking beyond me.
So good. They're what, Swedish?
Yeah.
Right? Swedish?
I think so, yeah.
Or something like that. Man, just such talent in that band all around.
Yeah.
I think if they did something today, I would be excited to hear it.
They do stuff recently. I think their last album was like 2 years ago. I wanna say.
What?
Yeah. The last album.
Okay, that means I need to go listen.
The last album that I heard and owned was Great Depression from them, which was
1929.
I don't even know when that album came out, but yeah, dude, yeah, dad joke, save it. Yeah, I want to say they did. I want to see here.
I don't know, man. I haven't looked into them in a while, but for whatever reason, I had that riff in my head the other day, and I hadn't heard that song in years.
Okay, not too recent, but actually, they came out with a single in 2019.
Oh.
Not a full album. The last full album was 2011.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's been a long time, but a single in 2019?
Yeah.
Huh. I need to listen to that single.
But dude, the album Silence and About a Burning Fire, fuck, dude.
Yeah, everything they do is pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that's my Let It Riff.
Awesome.
You know what song really blows my thong off, Adrian?
That fucking piece of string. What's up?
It's a band that I love, and I've loved for a while. I've seen them live. I actually have a guitar signed by them that was gifted. That was gifted to me.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Manchester Orchestra. They have a song out right now. It's called "The Sunshine." Have you heard it?
No, I haven't.
Dude, that song blows my thong off every time. So Manchester Orchestra, I've seen them perform twice now.
Yeah.
And but yeah, anyways, I need to bring that guitar to the studio, by the way. Yeah, The Sunshine. It's a mellow song. It's just his voice. Sometimes it's hit or miss. He has a great voice, but
yeah.
Manchester Orchestra, The Sunshine.
The Sunshine. I'm gonna check it out. You know what song blows my thong off?
What?
Even though
hurry, so I can play it to get your thong off.
It's from a band that we've loved forever. We've had the privilege of playing with them. And it's a song called All the Best Dreams by Code 7.
Ooh, that's a good one, man.
Off of the album Dancing Echoes, Dead Sounds came out in 2004.
That's a really good one.
Oh, that song every fucking time.
That whole album.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Code 7. So we got to play with them and Dredge at the same time. And I think about Dredge and Code 7 are two of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think about that and I filmed, I think I filmed all of Code 7's show. I have it on camera somewhere.
Yeah.
And I filmed Dredge mostly. But if I could, I'm not like you. I don't like to say like I want to go back to certain times. But if I could go back to that one time that we performed with them here, like I would soak it all in a little bit better, just because it was such an intimate little show, and knowing it was just like it's because they didn't really become my favorite bands till after that,
right?
You know what I mean?
Well, no, for me, Dredge was already there, which is why I'd already
I wasn't,
which
yet.
is why I was shitting myself when we got that show.
I wasn't yet. Code 7 I liked a lot, but
if I could go back to that day, I would totally not blow off the singer of Dredge.
Did you really?
I said it. I've told you
in the van. You blew him off.
And no comeback for that. I wish. I told you this, so I even brought it up on the podcast one time.
I don't remember.
I was fucking buzzing hard, right? Because I like to cop a buzz before we play.
Yeah.
And I smoked at the time, and I was outside, and I wanted to smoke a cigarette. You guys weren't around, and I was like, fuck, I don't have a lighter. I'm looking around, and I see this dude with long hair, and I'm like, hey, man, do you have a lighter? And he goes, no, man. And I was like, all right. And I took, cause I was in a hurry, and I was buzzed. And I was like, eh.
At one point, I was hanging out with all those dudes, even with...
But that was later. This was early. I was outside by myself early. I started slamming them quick when we got there.
Speaking of Glassjaw, I saw a Dredge with Glassjaw.
We saw Dredge with Glassjaw.
Sparta.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that they opened up?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Dude, Daryl sang to me that night.
Did he really?
Dude, I told you that. Even my wife remembers it. We're fucking dead smack not dead smack. We're like 2 rows behind.
Oh,
my favorite
that's
song.
right.
Yeah, I remember I told you. And we were both like,
yeah. Well, and then we talked to him afterwards too. And
did we?
Yeah. Well, I did, because I was backstage and all that. Remember?
Oh yeah. And you didn't invite me. That's right. I remember.
All right. So what? Okay, so that's what blows your thong off. What was it again? Say it again.
Code 7, All the Best Dreams.
That's right. Such a great album. Don't even if you haven't heard Code 7, go listen to that whole album. It's called Ropes and Tide or Tide and what's that song?
No, that's the song.
No, I know. I'm saying the song that I love.
Oh,
it's and what I love about that song is it actually comes out on Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, that's right.
It's such a good song. But anyways,
the name of the album is Dancing Echoes, Dead Sounds.
Yeah, listen to it. It's great.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's get into our challenge results, dude.
You forgot the chat.
Oh shit, the chat. Get into the chat, dude. Hurry up.
This whole show was built on the chat, and you forgot it.
Whatever.
Dude, that sounded sexy, dude. Shit. Okay, let's take a break. Okay, and today on the chat, I bring to you a band who's very new. So I'm doing something a little different today, and I know you're gonna start rolling your eyes at me.
Mm-hmm.
This band is very new. They just put out a 4-song EP. They're not a famous band, though. My fingers are crossed that they will be, and we can push. This 4-song EP came out on Earth Day, which was at 4/22, something like that.
Yep.
4/22. It came out on 4/22, and it's from a band.
Even though the real Earth Day should be 4/20.
Oh,
just saying.
Stop. Anyway, they recently became one of my favorite bands.
Threw you off?
You did. You threw me off.
Sorry.
So the band I'm talking about is a local band here in El Paso. I'm doing something different, and it's my new best friend. It's his band. So the band I want to feature today is a band called Of Earth and Bone. Again, they're friends of ours. I've had the privilege of being in a band with 3 out of the 4 of these amazing musicians. They put out 2 singles a little while ago, and those 2 singles I could not fucking get enough of. And so now that they put out the 4-song EP, I still cannot get enough of it, and I did not do my homework, and I don't have the name of the EP. Stand by.
You know, this new band project we're doing, I don't want to put out singles. I'm thinking we should put out doubles.
And I'm not fucking shocked by that. Okay, so the EP does
go
not...
against the norm.
Yeah, and let's take 4 years to do this instead of 2.
Hey.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, yeah, so I thought the EP had a title, but no. So check them out. They're on Spotify. Of Earth and Bone, one of my current favorite bands. Shout out to Rudy, Jacob, Mike. I forgot their
George.
And George. These dudes are all fucking phenomenal musicians. I love every single one of them. Check them out. Of Earth and Bone.
Nice. All right, let's get into our challenge results. You challenged me with P.O.S. and I challenged you with Two Door Cinema Club.
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay. So I was going into this with hipster on my mind. I was like, it's going to be another fucking repeat of Vampire Weekend and Indian Summer, or what was it called? Neon Indian.
Neon Indian.
Far from it. So as I said on our last podcast, when I was presented with the challenge, I had heard them. You had shown me a few songs, and the few songs I heard I did like. But doing a deeper dive, man, they're really good.
Right?
Really fucking good. With reason, though.
Okay.
They don't do that hibbity-dibbity hipster happy shit that...
I mean, it is kind of happy, though.
It's happy, but man, I really... You know what we need... Because we can't do it, because of stupid copyright claims, we can't do it on camera. But I want to show you what I'm talking about. The hipster shit that I
would like that.
These guys are very 80. They're more 80s, excuse me. They're more dancey than that that hipster kumbaya
So what you're
shit.
saying is there's a difference between dance-y and happy? Because I find it hilarious that you say you don't like the happy stuff, but you love disco.
Yeah.
But that's very happy.
No, it's groovy.
Dancing queen.
First of all, don't you ever disrespect ABBA like that, please. Let me finish.
All right.
So another thing, right off the fucking bat, their bass players, great.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Fucking great bass lines. Great bass lines. The vocals are great. That guy he doesn't have that twangy hipster. I don't know how to describe it.
It's very different.
Yeah, he sounds like
he has a very unique voice.
You can literally take these dudes, drop them off in 1987, and they'll fucking.
But like a modern 1980.
Yeah. So as I kept going and I'm like, man, I love it, but there's something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put my finger on it. And then it just hit me like a ton of bricks. They kind of sound like the Killers at some point.
Really?
Yeah, there's some Killers vibe in there, big time.
I could see. I can see the vibe, but they've probably been around as long, no?
No, Killers have been around long. These guys came out in 2010, I think, was their first album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Killers was like mid 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But that's not a bad influence to have.
No, absolutely not. The Killers are fucking amazing.
And I've seen both of them live. I gotta say, man, Two Door Cinema takes it.
Really?
Fuck, dude.
It's really two guys?
No,
it's
a full band. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Overall, man, I mean, I liked it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I don't have a favorite song, right? I didn't go back and say, dude, I gotta fucking jam that song again.
I don't like the newest album. I don't know if you went that far.
I'm honestly,
not a fan of the newest.
Because of my work schedule, I've been shuffling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But through all the shuffling I did, really good.
Yeah. They are a band that I can listen to like their first few albums back to back to back, and there's not a single dud in there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like them.
Yeah.
You need to put that in your regular rotation.
I think I did. I want to say.
They have very creative guitar licks.
They do. Yeah.
Along with like very creative drum lines. Like it's just...
and that's what I'm talking about. The stuff that you show me is like very like these guys have fucking
they're technical. When you really sit and listen to what they're doing, it's very technical.
Yeah, all your stuff is very like fucking. What's that song from the 80s? Come on, Eileen. Like, you know
so
what I mean?
Weird. I literally had that song in my head. How the fuck is that the song that you fucking...
Because you haven't realized our power yet.
Did we just become best friends?
Like, when you fuck with me, it makes me mad. Because then we have these moments and it still doesn't hit you.
I literally had that song in my head. That's so weird.
Dude, the creepiest thing to me, and I wish there was a way to capture it.
And that's a great song, by the way. So I don't know why you're dissing it.
It is a good song, but it's just that's what I'm talking about. I wish I could show you guys, all of you, but we can't. Anywho.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you liked them.
Mm-hmm.
So you challenged me with P.O.S.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to read my notes.
Go ahead.
You're going to get a little upset.
Probably.
At what I'm going to have to say.
Mm-hmm. And you just ruined our moment.
I liked P.O.S. more than MF Doom.
I could see that. I'm not mad about that.
Oh, I thought you were getting mad at that.
No.
Yeah, like... So I put here...
like, I don't want to sound... I don't know how people are going to take this. But you have to really understand deep-rooted meaning hip-hop to really understand MF Doom.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because, with him, you can tell it's not even about the production per se.
Well, his beats,
musically, yes.
His beats
but, like, his vocals. Yeah. Like, it's more about just being able to be clear about what he's saying.
Right. To understand the art of emceeing and rhyming and to understand that is when you'll understand MF Doom.
Right.
Versus just, I like hip-hop music, these guys know how to rap.
Whereas with me, P.O.S., the production quality was there. Mm-hmm. The music on every song, whether it be sampled or you can tell like a lot of it was written. Like, I don't know if there's actual musicians or what, but...
I want to say he does a lot of the writing.
It was really good. It was really good. So I put here that I feel like out of all the hip hop that you've challenged me with, I liked his by far the best.
Okay.
Musically, what's his name you challenged me with before MF Doom? Mostly instrumental till the later albums.
DJ Shadow.
Yeah, there you go. He still stands above everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But his was like right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I put that the music had a lot of thought put into it. Like you can tell it wasn't just like put a beat. It's not just like put a sample, I'm just going to rap over. No, like there's dynamic to the music.
Right.
And every song was different from the previous song. It wasn't like, it's like every time I heard a song, it was something new to like really grab, like to grasp onto and listen to.
Right.
So for me, when I listen to hip hop, I don't like hip hop as much as you, but I do love hip hop, and I'm just more. I guess I'm very selective, in a different way. I mean, and then the kind of hip hop I like, you don't necessarily like. Like I love fucking Jay-Z, like Jay-Z, Ice Cube, old school. Like
okay, Ice Cube, yeah. I don't dislike Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's the best, man.
I know I like him. I mean, would I put him in my top 20?
Yeah,
maybe.
You know that guy's never written a lyric in his life.
Yes, I understand.
Oh. That's a Jay-Z impersonation. So anyways, this guy seemed very Eminem influenced. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
How? Okay, I even looked at the dates.
No,
he started later off.
I'm not saying he is or
so
isn't.
I really wanted to have this conversation.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like, who is he? Does he remind me of when he's doing that like kind of aggressive vocal style? It was very Eminem sounding.
But I want to say again, I don't know factually if he's an Eminem fan, but I do know he's a hip.
I mean, do you think he likes Skittles instead?
Who doesn't? Who the fuck doesn't?
I don't fucking like Skittles.
What?
I don't like fruity candies.
You just like fruity. You don't like fruity candies?
I don't like fruity candy, man. I'm fruity enough.
You are on fire today. Shit. That's a good thing I'm tired because you're carrying it.
I'm fucking tired too.
But I want to say a lot of his aggression comes from his punk rock, /rock background.
It's very.
I'm telling you, he was in a punk band or he started a punk band.
It's very Eminem-ish to me.
I guess now I can hear what you're talking about in my mind, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a hip hop thing, Eminem thing or a rock thing.
So the way I did it, I actually listened to like the last album first, and then I went back and then kind of went. And I wanted to see what the difference was. Normally you can hear like the growth. I didn't hear the growth, but that's not a bad thing. It was almost like he was very consistent from the very beginning to the very end, like very consistent, just very good. There was not anything that I heard that I could be like, that I was like, like I liked MF Doom, but there were certain songs that I just, I gotta go to the next one. No, with this one, it was like, like it was just really good. Yeah. I don't have anything bad to say about it, to be honest with you.
I'm not mad about it. There's a reason he's my number 2 of all time.
Is he really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Him, MF Doom, P.O.S. and Mr. Liff.
Mm-hmm.
All right for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good challenge. I liked it. I will say in the middle albums, I kind of was just shuffling around a little bit just because I was trying to get all of it. But I want to be able to just like sit down and just listen.
Yeah. So is he going to be in your rotation?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
Cool.
It was just hard for me because sometimes I'm driving and when I have the family with me, they're very like when it comes to hip hop, my wife loves hip hop, but she likes old school hip hop.
But he's got that old school hip hop.
I know,
vibe.
but it's not the like.
She likes gangster rap. Just say
yeah, gangster rap.
Okay, yeah.
She's a big fan of Tupac, NWEA. That's a test when I was in education. It was called NWEA. NWA. But yeah, you want to get into our new challenge?
Yeah, I do. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. I'm going to challenge you with somebody good for you, right? Because it's, I just gave you somebody with a lot of albums. She only has 2 albums. Sadly, very sadly, she only has 2 albums.
Nice. Less work for me.
Yeah. She's definitely my, do I want to say top 5? I'm going to be bold and say top 5 of all favorite female artists of all time.
It's so funny how we say top 3, top 5, top 10. We have a lot of top 5s and top 3s and top 10s.
Oh, well, yeah. If a female, sure. Like if you're talking about of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd have to sit down and talk about it.
We need to do that one day. Actually write it down before.
Like literally of all fucking time.
Yeah. We need to do that one day.
I mean, I can tell you Deftones, Sade, and MF Doom for sure.
Wow, that's pretty...
are on that list.
That's weird.
Yeah, like...
I couldn't do that.
Oh,
I need like 2 weeks.
No, fuck no. Those 3 hands... And you know what? Hum. Those are... For sure, those 4 are going to be on my top. Mm. Hum is literally one of my fucking favorite bands of all time.
Mm. Interesting.
Yeah. Notice how the Pumpkins and the Peppers aren't on there.
I know. That's kind of weird.
I know.
Fucking weird.
We'll talk about that.
All right.
But yeah, sadly we lost her in late 2000s. So that's why I said it sucks that you only get 2 albums. But anyway, I'm dragging it on. I'm going to challenge you with Amy Winehouse.
Oh, cool.
I know you like her.
I only know the mainstream songs.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's so funny you say that, because there have been many times in my life where I'll hear a song come on and I always think to myself, like, I need to go listen to these actual albums.
Yeah.
And I never get around to it. I never do it.
So there's 2 studio albums, Frank, and then I forgot the other one. The one with Rehab on it. Mm-hmm. But then later, after she had passed, they came out with one called Treasures or something, which has some unreleased stuff and demo type shit. But the only 2 albums are just the 2 studio albums that she put out.
I know the Rehab song annoyed me because it got overplayed, but I can't take away from the fact that it was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love music like that.
Yeah. So it's Back to Black and Frank. I want you to hear, because she did go from kind of like, her first album, Frank, was very like hip-hoppy, kind of R&B-ish, you know what I mean? To Back to Black, and which all of a sudden went very crooner, very old school, you know, Tony Bennett, Ella Fitzgerald type stuff, you know what I mean? Horns. And
I kind of hate the fact that, and again, this is me saying this without having really given it a deep dive, but I kind of feel like she's an example of somebody that probably has really good music, but the mainstream actually ruined that for her or for her music to like put it out there as like I always think of, there's certain artists that make it because their songs become mainstream, but at the same time, it almost ruins them. Like, for example, the one that does that, she sounds like Katy Perry. It's like a duet between this girl that reminds me of Katy Perry and You Don't Have to something. What the fuck is that song? I hear it in my head. I just don't know the lyrics. Hold on. I'm playing it.
I see it. At the drums going.
Yeah. I see the video. They're being painted.
Oh, Kimbra?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
No, is it Kimbra?
Yeah. You're talking about Gautier.
Yes.
Gautier.
Yes.
Yeah,
what's that song called?
Fuck.
Right?
You didn't have to shoot me up.
Yeah. See, I don't know the lyrics. I just hear it in my head. Da-na-na-na-na. Like, I feel like that song kind of ruined the rest of their music.
Someone that I used to know.
There you go.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a good example of like kind of what I feel could have possibly happened to like Amy Winehouse, where it's somebody that's like for me, for example, let's just say I would rather have mild success with a really deep underground following than have mainstream success where it's just a one hit. Especially
this day and age.
Yeah.
Attention spans are hard. Everything's easily accessible. So you're on top. Dude, take Khalid, for example. That motherfucker was riding the horse hard and then boop. Because the people just moved on to the next. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
But no, I'm excited. Like, I'm genuinely like excited for that.
Awesome.
Okay, so I have 2 bands that I want to challenge you with. I already brought up one of them earlier, but I have a feeling that you're very familiar because I know I used to send you their stuff all the time and you would always respond with like, yeah, dude, that's really good. But I don't know if you've ever given them a deep dive. So if you haven't, let me know and I will switch it to the second.
Okay.
I wanted to challenge you with Manchester Orchestra.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
You what?
I've done a deep dive on them.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I like them.
Oh, okay. So you do like them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so my second one, this has been the second one for like the last 4 episodes. This is a band that I haven't even done a full deep dive on, but I have heard them a lot because of my wife. But the main reason I'm challenging you with them, it's not to like hoping that you would like normally like hoping that you get into them and you like them. It's because I'm just genuinely fucking curious to what you're going to say about it after doing a deep dive.
Okay.
I'm going to give you, and I've seen them live. And so let me give you some backstory. I didn't like this band for years. My wife would play them and I was like, fucking hate this band. And then I saw them live and it completely, I flipped the switch for me.
Okay.
And I, all of a sudden, I was like, I get it now.
You know, it's so weird that you say that real quick. My wife and my kids love this fucking one band for the first two albums.
Kids.
I want to say. Your kids, yeah. Oh. Again. See, the other day when I sent you a picture of flipping off my friend and you're like, dude, I'm craving Twix. I was fucking dying. I was at work and I had a friend sitting in front of me and I sent Paul a picture of this fucking guy like that.
Yeah.
I'm craving Twix.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a band that my wife and kids love and their first two albums are fucking wretched. It was like nails on a chalkboard to me. And we would fight. I would tell them, turn that off.
Right.
If we're in the car, if I can't play Poison the Well, you can't play this shit.
Right.
Because my wife fucking hates Poison the Well.
Yeah.
Like fucking hates. But we went to go see them play, right? Like I'm a good dad. I'm a good husband. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to keep us from, I'll go. Right. We'll go. I saw them live. Changed my fucking mind. But only on one album.
Ooh.
21 Pilots.
Oh, they are good.
Dude, their album, they're not. Their album Trench is fucking phenomenal. Outside of that album, but it took me seeing them live to be like, oh fuck.
It's because
I get it.
That's a great example of what I'm talking about. That song was just like overplayed. Like, well, at least a couple of their songs. I've listened to them like aside, and I actually like their stuff.
Who?
21 Pilots.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, the song.
Real quick, if you want to hear real good from them, listen to the album Trench from top to bottom.
Okay.
And listen to the song Bandito. That song will fucking change your mind.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm gonna challenge you with the band Molotov.
I opened up for them.
But have you done a deep dive?
Not a deep, but I
want you to do a deep dive.
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Because when I saw them live, I really thought of you. Because it's got that like punk rock, rebellious tone, especially lyrically, right? I know it's in Spanish, but the whole like rap rock, but also at the same time components. Like to me, it was like if 311 had sex with a Mexican Linkin Park.
What the
I don't even know what the fuck.
Really?
I don't know. I can't even. I should have thought that through a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's got these elements that I feel like you might be able to latch on to and appreciate. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm excited. I mean, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah.
I more than I think you think I am, but no, I've never dug deep.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Cool. Molotov versus Amy Winehouse.
Did you know? Fun fact.
That I'm falling asleep while we're talking? Yes. Hurry up.
What the fuck is wrong? Did you know that like the band Brujeria? Did you know they're a bunch of white dudes?
Yeah. I heard, from what I understand, one rendition of them included somebody from, I want to say Dino Casares.
Yeah, I believe so.
There.
Yeah.
I want to say Mike Patton was in there at one point.
But isn't it so funny how I think Max Cavalera was involved at one point?
Yeah.
But isn't it funny though how they're singing like about like kill the white people or something like that?
Yeah, it's all
they're all white dudes.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah, that band was a hodgepodge for a minute, right? I think the first album had X amount of members who were from different bands, and then I don't know
the history. I just remember when I was younger and Eric had the cassette and like we open up the thing and we see the decapitated heads and we were just like, what are we about to listen to?
That's dude. There was this kid I used to hang out with, and he showed me that album.
Yeah,
right. I tried getting into death. Well, we called it death metal back then as kids. Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, stuff like that. Cannibal Corpse stuck out to me. I actually do like them. Obituary, kind of. But then, anyway, what I'm getting at is all this dark art, right? And then we got to that one, And I don't know if those are real heads or what.
Yeah, they are.
Freaked me the fuck out, and I had nightmares for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still kind of freaks me out when I see it.
Yeah.
Even though I can watch that stuff, I can watch videos and stuff, but whatever reason, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Because you hadn't, as a kid, like you hadn't seen something like that before.
Well, we didn't have, we weren't easily accessible, have easy access to shit like that. Now you can just Google murder and you're going to find something. So back then, when you actually had some form of paper, a picture, a fucking videotape, like
of an actual decapitated head.
Yeah, it was hard to come by that shit. You were like, brrr.
Yeah. All right, are we done?
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah. So Amy Winehouse versus Molotov. Is that how you say it?
I just like saying that.
I have to say Molotov.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, shout out real quick again to Exiled.
Yes.
Because what does Dave say? We're their scissor sisters?
Yeah, we are scissor sisters. We're going to get them on here one of these days for sure.
Yeah.
Also shout out to Whip Shaded and Faded, Micah and Eric. Shout out to Rudy Marquez and of Earth and Bone.
I laugh because you gave me a look like, I don't know.
Well, that's because I keep saying he's my best friend.
Can I have your gum?
You haven't said anything.
Because you need friends, Adrian. I don't mind you having another best friend. I'm not jealous like you because nobody can touch this dick.
A, you're right. B, it's hurtful. I have plenty of friends. Thank you.
Rudy, I love you. But no offense. Like, and there should be no offense taken to this. But come on, man.
28, 27. How long have we been together?
A long time.
I want to do the math.
A long fucking time. And
does
Rudy have moves like, can he shake like this?
Good luck finding the best friend that can move and shake like this.
So yeah,
I think we're done.
If you're listening, if you've made it this far, here we go. I'm already going to do the first giveaway.
Oh, cool.
If you've made it this far, message me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you'll find us. I will give you a free shirt. Fuck, watch it be like a lot of people. Wait, hold on. First person to make it this far and message me. I'll give you a free t-shirt.
Hell yeah. We'll give you a free t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
But we need to make them a little harder though, like answer a question or
No, because the first person, that means they're listening to this first.
And they made
it this far, an hour and a half in.
Gotcha.
So first person to message me, I made it to the free t-shirt part, gets a free t-shirt.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
They're not done yet. They should be done soon, but you'll get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do that. So thank you, everybody. Yeah, thanks for everything. Check out, he does a commercial.
Yeah. All that stuff.
Plastic Realm Toys, Nevermore, all that. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.